Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fair Magic Show. Now, today I was recording the video for the Synchro event, and in the middle of it, I came across a jewel that honestly I believe is worth putting in its own video. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, as you see, we have been clapping the event, and most of the duels are about 1 to 5 turns maximum. But this one took a little longer, and honestly, I believe it demonstrates the levels of both the top competitor decks in the event, so I wanted to showcase it specifically. Alright, now for the first turn, I am going to be doing the normal combo, but I did mess up in the middle of it, which I'll show you. So right now I'm going to discard this spell, which I shouldn't have because I do need it for Ultimaya in order to summon a Crystal Ring. So we are going to end on a similar board. Now I'm going to use these two to summon Ultimaya. I was hoping to draw into a spell, but unfortunately it didn't happen. We drew another Lao Lao. So I'm going to end on Final Sigma and the Ultimaya with a Chuchi. Now, here I believe I should have used the Maxi right away when he had the materials for Speeder, but I was hoping he can summon something else before going into the Speeder. That way we can maximize on the Maxi. And as you see, he decided to take the Maxi challenge, which, to my surprise, he just went all in. He didn't even think twice. Now, in my head, I know the only card that I need to stop is the Majestic Dragon. So, all of this, I know that it doesn't matter because the minute I get Nibiru, I'm able to negate the... I'm able to destroy the whole board with Nibiru. But if he has the Majestic Dragon, he can just negate the Nibiru. So my main goal was to prevent him from summoning that, which, by the way, the Converging Wishes Dragon can actually be negated by Ash Blossom, but he plays around that by discarding it for Quick Draw Synchron and then Monster Reborning it back, which is a good play on his part. I'll give him that. And as you see, we have drawn a whole lot from this Maxi. He still gets a couple of attacks, and as you see, our hand is insane. Like, do you see the amount of cards that he gave us? And now we draw into the Nibiru right after the Majestic. Now, here I decide to go for the Duster, hoping he would take the bait and try to negate it, so I can negate his negate with Gamma, then he can negate with Stardust, so I go for Called by the Grave to negate his negate that is negating my negate. Alright, and then after all of that, I drop a Maxi of my own just for the flex. Well, I thought maybe Mirage would be able to summon it, but then I remembered that Gamma will destroy it, so it won't even banish itself at a cost. So as you see, I'm able to summon the Shenshen back, banishing both the Nyanners and... Sorry, banishing... Wait, what did I banish? Oh, I think I banished the... Yeah, I banished the Ultimaya and the Maxi. That way I can get Ultimaya back in my extra deck to summon it, but I forgot that if you have Shenshen on the board, you cannot summon Ultimaya. So I just decided to board up as much as possible and then go for Shenshen, bringing back the Nyanners and clean up his board. Now, at this point, he knew the game was over. He tried to bring back the Majestic Dragon, and I gave him a very nice negate with Called by the Grave. So at this point, he decided, you know what, it's over. I'm just going to suicide in order to get my 50 metal points. And then the fun's going to start here. So now I pop the Shenshen, I drop the Ultimaya, and I summon my first Crystal Wing. Now he decides to summon back the Majestic Dragon and then go for a Fleur Synchron, trying to kill himself again. But then my trap card says no. I believe I'm able to use Ultimate again. Yep. And now we're able to go into Baron de Fleur, which means we get an extra Omni Negate as well as a pop every turn. And also, I wanted to bring back Shenshen as well. That way I can bring back the Meteor Burst Dragon to my extra deck. And Shenshen and Yanners are quite a nice loop in order to get cards back in your extra deck. Now I negate the Jet Synchron because I know if he has multiple cards, he would be able to kill himself, because I only have one card that can change the battle position every turn. So if he summons 2 monsters in the same turn, that means he's able to end it sooner. So now I pop it with the Fleur, and I believe that should be the end of the game. Yeah, honestly, I did not want him to get the 50 points after what he did. Like, he got me all these cards with Max C and spent like an eternity playing that combo. I was like, you know what? You're not walking away with any medal points. Now, this is the deck that I was playing in the event. As you see, it's pretty much a standard Virtual World deck. I think the only difference is because it was the Synchro event, I decided to opt into playing Orient Dragon, because this card can banish any Synchro monster on summon, and it's a level 6, so I was like, you know what, this can work, and I had a few copies of it. Also, the other change that I made to the deck was I was using Hyper Psychic Riser. Now, monsters with less attack than this card can attack. Also, neither player can activate the effects of face-up monsters on the field with more attack than this card. So basically, it's a dual floodgate. They can't attack with low attack monster, and they can't activate the effects of high attack monsters. So basically, if you drop this on, say, a Majestic Star Dragon, a Shenshen, a Crystal Wing, whatever, you drop this and they can't activate effects. And most of your Virtual World cards, they're already under the threshold for the activation. So you're basically able to activate all of your effects, and your opponent cannot activate any effect. Until you know you have your board ready, then you just synchro it away for, like, say, Ultimaya or something else. That way you're able to capitalize after you make sure you do your whole combo uninterrupted. Alright, so that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with the other video. I was going with more details on the event, but honestly, I think I summarized everything in this video. The other deck that I was using until I compiled the Virtual World deck was the Miracle of Conversions, which is basically the deck my opponent was using in that duel. So essentially, we got to showcase that as well. Alright. And yeah, I actually built this Virtual World deck from the rewards from this event. So this and the Battle Pass, of course. But essentially, every Virtual World card in this list was from the event. And even the other cards in the deck, like VFD and things like that, we got those as well. So I should be able to make a showcase for the full deck once I get to Platinum 1 with it. So stay tuned for that. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, stay safe and stay smiling, and I'll see you next time.